Hi guys, this is the Chocolate Lover here, and today we're trying out the Who chocolates. You're wondering who is the Who? They are two siblings, Jordan and Jessica. They're siblings co-founders. This company was set up in 2009, and the great thing about this chocolate, it's vegan. It has no gluten, no palm oil, no emulsifiers, no other artificial stuff that people tend to put on chocolates. It's all just basically cocoa mass. The sugar they use is not glucose sugar, it's coconut sugar. Yeah, cocoa butter, crispy quinoa in the vanilla crunch that I'll be trying out, which is a 70% cacao. It's fair trade, and yeah, it's got sea salt, it's got vanilla powder, which is 0.5%, and crispy quinoa, which I've never had a chocolate um, that contains it. All the packaging is recyclable. With the packaging itself, it's kind of like it looks very hipstery. It looks very quite hipster like that you get in like Shoreditch and places like that. Maybe like Brooklyn, like this type of chocolate. It's bean to bar, which means that they'll buy it directly from source. There's no middleman. To technically in the chocolate industry, middlemen get all the money. They get all the riches and the glory, while the farmers live without. So you buy it directly from farmers, and you give them a much better price. So currently it's about £13,000 a ton, but let's say you want to pay them a little bit like more, like £1,600 a ton or something like that. Um, so yeah, sorry, £60,000. So £13,000 a ton. That's be pay a little bit more. But yeah, so yeah, vanilla crunch I was doing, and then we got the salty one, which just basically it's the same amount of cacao, but one's just basically got sea salt and one's got crispy quinoa. So let's go and so it comes with, as you open it up, it comes with a compostable packaging. It's it's quite actually quite chunky. This is quite chunky. Usually when they make chocolate, it's very thin. It's compostable with Austria, so this must be done in Austria, I take it. Um, and yeah, it's quite nice but white packaging. So it's probably better if they made white packaging here to make it more attractive. And maybe it's because the vanilla of it. So let's open up the package. Ooh, quite intense smell. Very strong smell of vanilla. I would say quite floral. Quite floral. Takes a bit of time to open up. There you go. And here's the chocolate bar. Oh wow, it's got their logo on the chocolate bar. And this must be the quinoa crunch. All these little pieces. And yeah, it's quite chunky. It's how much grams is this? It's 60 grams. 60 grams, which is pretty good size. Usually 70, 80 grams. Usually these companies do tend to sell. So yeah, quite a strong crunch, strong break. But interesting with the quinoa, it's like very hollowed out. It's like kernels, like popcorn kernels, and very quite a strong crunch, a strong break. Hmm. Wow. Hmm. This is not bitter at all. This is very good chocolate. So usually in dark chocolate you get quite bittery, like the cheap kind. It's because the way they make the cacao. So this time they don't really they don't heat it like it's the process of how they heat the cacao and how they kind of it's due the process that makes it more bitter. But this is a very good dark chocolate. It's less bitter than you get in like green and black's chocolate, which is probably a little bit higher percentage. But this is a very good process of chocolate. It has a sandy kind of aftertaste, but if anyone's told me, "Oh, this has quinoa in it," I would not know at all. It's like it has like Rice Krispies kind of thing, Rice Krispie texture. It looks like, but very very good quality. Very good quality. Um, mm. Well, it's sweet, but it's coconut sugar, so it's not like glucose, which it will naturally form with the cacao, um, which they tend to use in chocolate making. But this is it's very subtle, so it's sweet, but subtly sweet. It's not like overpowering, but you can get the salt. The salt's quite overpowering, I think, with this, and then I get a little bit of vanilla coming through, but I think it's very good actually. Very good chocolate. That dark chocolate, usually people don't eat a lot. The milk chocolate that you can eat a lot, because it's quite rich. But this is a very good brand because it's very subtle. It's very it's just nice. You can have a cup of tea and some cacao, well some this chocolate, and it was like £3.99 for 60 grams. Not too bad. Not too bad. Not too bad. Mm. But overall, this would be a nice treat after your dinner, as I was mentioned with a cup of tea. For 60 grams, but you get quite a lot of chocolate. Usually it's very thin when you get these dark chocolates, all these like handmade chocolates. But usually, yeah, very thin. But this is quite chunky, and it gives it good flavor. It's really good flavor. It's got like a bit of salt, bit of vanilla, bit of the crunch from the quinoa, but you don't get the taste of the quinoa. So it's just used there just to make it get a bit of crunch. So moving on to the salty one, as there's different type of writing from the vanilla crunch to the salty crunch. Uh, this is more like a jazzy bit like neon lights and neon lights. Um, it's basically the same thing because no to soy, gluten, palm oil, amplifiers, and the other artificial sweeteners. This has very yeah, it's all like fair trade. The same thing as the other one, using non-EU agriculture was obviously, cacao doesn't grow in US or the UK. Um, and yeah, it's really nice. Like, I love how Hugh has a hand sign. Maybe that's a universal sign for you. Um, yeah, but it's vegan associated as well. So this one is only just sea salt and basically cacao, and you're still using coconut sugar. Usually, with dark chocolate, you don't get sugar in dark chocolate. Usually, it's just literally cacao mass or a bit of sometimes milk, but sometimes a lot of cocoa butter. Um, but not much sugar usually. Usually, you don't really get much sugar in the dark chocolates. But here is the salty one. Same type of packaging as last time, white white packaging. What I would say about this is good as close as possible. This is all natural. Just put it in the recycling bin or put it comfortable and it'll break down. Might be using the plastics they might be using is plant based. Plant based. This has the same amount of uh, weight and depth as last time. So this has the same logo as the one I did last time, and yeah, it's literally just dark chocolate with sea salt. So let's see how this tastes. Mm. Mm. Wow, getting quite woody, a woody taste, like those old stately home kind of wood, like cedar wood. I'm getting. Um, like you go to like one of those Tudor houses and you smell that type of wood. That's what I'm getting. But yeah, not getting any floral or anything. But this is nice. And it's not an overpowerful like whoa like intensity. It's quite still very subtle. And I can really taste the sea salt. With sea salt, you just need a little bit, and you can really taste it. Too much, you're like whoa, it's shocking. But this is really good. Mm. But with the sugar, I think they might not need to put too much sugar in it because at the end of the day, cacao always like it's the way they make the cacao where it's not very bitter, and the sugar really combats with the bitterness of the chocolate. So in fact, they've actually made it anti-bitter with the coconut sugar, which you don't really see in much chocolates. Much chocolates you don't really see coconut sugar. So it's quite nice they put coconut sugar in these chocolates. And it's quite very cute. You can just put them in your pocket or probably put them in your bag and have them at work. Um, so these cost me £3.99, which well, it's an average price for a fair trade bean to bar chocolate. So it's not too bad. I think it's a good price for this because at the day you won't eat a lot of dark chocolate. So you know, you have one or two pieces, and then you can save it for a long, like a long period. Um, sorry. Um, yeah. The other day it has all the information on top of the lid, and yeah. Thank you for watching my chocolate videos, and I hope this has been a good experience of you going out there because these are you get to you can see all of these chocolates in your local newsagents, maybe supermarkets. I think they're in Sainsbury's as well. So do try and get them. They're very good, and it's not too bitter, and it's nice, good chocolate. Very good chocolate. I'll give this about 8 out of 10, 8 out of 9 out of 10. So do go and see it. And yes, so guys, unfortunately, come to the end. I want to say thank you for watching my video. Please like, subscribe. And if you want to find out where you can buy these chocolates, I'll put the link in the description as well. And thank you for watching my video, and have a great day. Bye.